Hi, this is GunNut226 with a fixed blade knife review today. Today we're taking a look at the Glock 81 field knife. The model number, I guess, basically tells you that it's a Glock field knife, and it's got the sawtooth back on it. You can see here on the handle it's a Glock 81, made in Austria. So first of all, why did I buy this? I bought this because it was a smoking hot deal. I really couldn't pass it up. I got it at cheaperthandirt.com, and it was like 25 bucks. And for this high quality of knife with the Glock name on it, I couldn't really pass it up at the time. I've had this for a while now, but I haven't really got around to doing a review on it because I haven't used it a whole lot. Now that I've used it a little bit, anyway, I can do a review on it. First off, the blade steel is probably not the best blade steel in the world, which could contribute probably to some of the pricing. I guess it's a spring steel. Not bad. Not the best rust resistance though. I'm guessing that's why it's got a coating on it. I'm not really sure what kind of coating it's on it. It's black. It's got a nice coating on it. Hasn't really rusted on me. You can see I do try to keep it oiled a little bit, just because I'm still nervous about the spring steel rusting. But even on the right here, you can see on the exposed edge, there's no rust on it. So that's really a good thing. No real problems there. It's a nice blade. I think it's more of, if you look at the blade style, it's more of a bayonet type blade. I think it's used more for thrusting. Wouldn't really work very well for any kind of slashing attacks. There's not a lot of belly on it. It's still a nice knife. I still wouldn't want to see one in a fight. Put it that way. Yeah, no problems with the blade. The blade length is 6.5 inches. Overall length is 11.5 inches. Very nice. It's got a nice little guard on it. You can see here, one side is probably meant for catching a knife or some other kind of thing. Probably when you're engaged in combat, the other knife would come in, and you would hopefully be able to catch that on the blade guard. Would be ideal. It also helps when you're with your thrusting attacks. When you're thrusting, your hand won't slip up as much. It's got a nice little guard on it for both. Okay, sorry about that. The battery had died on me. So, like I was saying, the guard gives you nice blade retention, or gives you a nice purchase on it. So your hand won't slip when you're thrusting. Your hand won't slip out. Because actually the handle material is like a polymer, and it's pretty slick. Not a lot of traction on it. Your hands get a little bit sweaty, and your hand's going to be slipping all over this thing. So you're really going to be relying on this guard, I think, quite heavily, if you're going to be using this in any kind of combat or tactical situation. So probably not the best handle, not the best handle choice. This polymer, it's pretty slick. Maybe it needs some more texturing or something. Not really sure. Probably at the price point it's at, it's still pretty good. Not bad. The weight is 7.2 ounces of this guy. So it's not a lightweight knife, but it's not a real heavy-duty chopper either. I wouldn't want to take this out into the woods and start doing chopping with it. I think probably the steel would hold up to some splitting, some batoning. But I don't think I'd chop down a tree with it. It would take a long time. It doesn't really have the weight distribution correct on it, and it's not really heavy enough. So it might be a survival knife in some sense, but it's probably not a real good survival knife in my estimation. It does have very nice workmanship on it. You can see the workmanship. Maybe some workmanship issues here on the handle guard. But one of the things that I would have liked to see is if I would take this maybe camping, I would like to see maybe a steel pommel or something. I mean, I think it's pretty much almost a full-time construction. So if they could just finish it off with like a piece of metal or something back here, you could pound tent stakes with it, or do some other camp chore tasks. Because I think it would be a pretty decent camping knife if it had a little bit more. I'm not really sure of the durability of this on the back end, so I don't think I'd want to take it and risk breaking it. Although for $25, I might do it anyway, just to see how it holds up. But overall, it's really nice. Let's take a look at the sheath. The sheath here is really nice. It's got a nice little belt clip. The belt clip I wish was a little bit different. Not really super thrilled with the way it attaches. You have to kind of you have to slip it and then it comes off. But then once it's on your belt, it's not really coming off. I had no problems with it staying on my belt. It's a really quite nice sheath. It's a Kydex sheath, and it's really quite nice. You put the knife in there, so try not to do it, and it locks in very nicely. No problems at all. It locks in tight, no problems with retention. I do find it is a little bit difficult to get out. Sometimes it does take two hands to get it out. But when you put it back, you can put it back in either direction. So it's ambidextrous. You can do it either way. So you can carry it on the left side, right side. You can have the knife pointed either way, any way you want it. So that's really kind of nice as well. So other than that, I mean, this is a great knife. This saw back here, I haven't had a chance to test it out, but I don't think it would be really effective at sawing anything. The teeth are kind of widely spaced, and I don't really see it being a very effective sawing tool at all. I mean, I'm doing this to my finger with some pressure, and it's not really doing much. So I don't really see it being a great woods blade, put it that way. But as far as having a Glock knife, I mean, right there, you take a look at the handle, and camera focus, it's got the Glock symbol right there. Right, you take a look down the knife blade, it's got the Glock symbol right there. Can't really beat that. It's a Glock for $25. Gotta recommend that. I mean, Glocks are great guns, highly reliable, and the knife seems pretty good. Probably wouldn't recommend it over like a K-bar. I would probably take a K-bar over this. Has a lot more utility. It's got the K-bar's got the nice pommel. You can pound tent stakes with and stuff like that. It's got a little bit nicer blade. The blade steel's a little better. So overall, this Glock is a nice knife for $25. Can't beat it. It's an extremely high value. I recommend if you're looking for a fixed blade like this, you go out and get one. Cheaper than dirt. I think they still have them around in stock, I believe. It's a really good place to go pick them up if that's where you're going to go get them. Anyway, that's all I have for this knife for now. It's my opinion, it's a high value buy. Anyway, if you like my videos, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.